different.
What's the deal, BB gang? Welcome back to the channel, All Things Strange. You know what I'm saying? We're about to break down these NFTs, so please hop up in the whip. Let's chop it up a bit, man. You know, I might even go over the price, but do not forget, none of this is financial advice. We got a big show. We got a big show today, man. So hop in, let's get it popping. No further delay, let's go. At some point, I think a switch is just gonna flicker. I don't know what's gonna cause it or whatever, or when it is, but something's gonna flicker, and we're just gonna see all the prices change. Because that's how it happened when the spike happened. It almost felt
that's
like,
how it happened. It happened. It started overnight, and then before you could think about it, it was already.
And it kept going.
So far gone. It was unreal.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and it kept going. It wouldn't stop.
Right. And it felt like, because, you know, we're in the market a lot, you know, looking at stuff, it felt almost as if the people that had their stuff listed just all decided, like, we're all just going to change, like, up our prices. And it was the same people. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone just decided, nah, the price, yesterday's price is not today's price. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it, like. It's crazy. Yeah. So that was interesting, and I can see that happening all over again because we dictate what these things are worth. You know what I'm saying? And I see more and more in different lives and stuff. When people go for drops, and it's one of those drops where it's like, yo, this thing could be sold for below retail. People are getting together now, like, listen, guys, if we hit on a drop, nobody lists, you know, nowhere lower than 20 above drop price. Like, that's it. We got to stand our ground. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's getting to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
Some of these people are so ridiculous out here, man. But I seen it a long time ago when the comics first came to the app. People are sitting here, and it makes kind of sense, but it didn't make sense for what it was. Like, you're talking Marvel #1, a comic you probably never even seen with your own eyes. Even if you search for it on eBay, you're not just gonna see that for sale put in, you know, a CGC case like that. It's not pop up like that. So I knew that book to degrees was like special, no matter what you're talking in any form or fashion. If it's the whole book licensed by Marvel, like, it has to be worth something. And yet you still saw people
I agree.
$2 to $3, not even $6, not even let me get my money back. Yeah, just take it. Let me lose half. Like, and then we had the Marvel fee. So how much was they even making? Like, so those people are still people on this app, and they learn something from it. And all I'm saying is, there's new waves of people from then to now, and those same new people that came in the wave after the comic drop, those are the ones sitting here thinking it's okay to resell a comic for $7. They don't realize, like, no, a licensed digital comic should not be listed less than $20 or whatever. We'll realize the real floor is 2 years from now or whatever. But
I agree.
Hey, like, it is what it is. Like I tell people, also, we talk about oversaturation. First of all, most likely, this comic book Marvel deal is only like 1 year, maybe 2. Whatever it is, I don't think Veve would paint themselves in the corner knowing that there's other Grail books that exist out there, including DC, and now DC. So now the fact that DC went somewhere else lets me know the deal with Marvel is so long that DC is like, damn, see what's going on, and we're not going to wait. So it's still, you know, it might not be that long, but it's still at least got to be a year. So even if it's a year, right? My whole thing is did you when comics were out in real time back in the day, were you a routine buyer, or were you more of a casual, just when I pop up in the store, I'm gonna grab this, or how were you?
I was out for a long time. I was a weekly buyer, so every week I would go into. It depended on where I lived, really, because if when I lived in Flushing, I was a weekly buyer, and then when I lived in Whitehorn, it was more like I had to get a ride to the comic book place, and it was, you know, it was more a casual thing. I had no choice.
Exactly. So you know how this is, man. You've seen it for yourself. When you go to the comic book store or whatever, and you got that rack you spin around every week, you know, like, what your favorite comic book is. You've already read the book, about 2 weeks prior, and you're waiting for the next edition. So if you just read 151, you're waiting for 152. and then you go and you see it, whatever.
Right.
Whether you skip the next one, if you skip 153 or not, you know 154 is coming, and so on and so forth. With Veve, nobody put their finger on nothing. You can't even sit here and say what book is coming next. You don't know that. So to even say this, we could reach oversaturation with them dropping 2 books a week doesn't make no sense. Just because of the fact of how
it's not possible.
It's not possible. It's way too many books that they could just pluck and pick and choose.
Yeah, it's too many.
It's too many. They haven't even.
There's what 70 something years of books. It's not possible.
Right, and I mean, they're not gonna. At the end of the day, we're not getting books in sequential order. Is I guess my main point. Whereas in real life physical books, we knew, okay, next one's coming, and then every so often you pop up and at the rack, you'd be like, oh snap, I'm prepared for this. They got a new. What's Punisher? What is this? All right, I'll read it. And you're reading it, and now you're collecting that for a year, and all of a sudden you go back to the rack, and all of a sudden you're getting your new Punisher book, Punisher War Journals there. What the hell is this? Oh, I gotta get this. So now, you know, your budget keeps going up. It's like, oh, well, I used to be able to go with $10 and get a bunch of comics. Now I can't do that because now I collect 10 different comics now. You know, and that's you can't do that on Veve right now. You can't, even if you was new to comics and you was like, I particularly like Webber Spider-Man, so I'm waiting till they drop the next one. They may not be no next one on Veve. That's just what they encapsulated was the Craven the Hunt series, and that's it. So if you want to say, oh, it ain't worth shit in real life, all right, cool. But on the app, when you're a year out and Marvel ain't making books no more, and they let it breathe for a little bit, and you sitting here questioning, oh shit, all them books we got the first year. What if they don't give us no more books now? And all of a sudden they drop an Image and other shit you ain't never heard of, and you like, yo, where's the Marvel shit? There ain't no more Marvel shit. Now all of a sudden these books that was $8, that means something, don't it?
Yeah,
so that's why
absolutely.
Just because things work this, work that in the physical, when it comes to it being on the high end, count that. But if it ain't worth much, you still can't discount that.
I know. Look, man, like I agree with you 100%. It's all too new, man. To me, it's just all too new. We have data. We have a lot of data. We have a lot of graphs. There's charts. There's a lot of stuff there. But at the end of the day, none of us could really tell what's going to happen. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And it's more than exciting. You know what I mean?